right, good morning, everybody. It is February 17th. Let's have a good day. Hopefully, a nice green day today. We shall see. All right, so now we have QCOM doing the switchback and TWOU. So, TWOU, I traded on the regular strategy and on the switchback. So, we're going to jump in here on the switchback for TWOU, which has not been kind to me, but we had a winner on it yesterday, and then we'll hit it again and keep on going at it until it falls too far below the standard and we have to cut it. So here we are with TWOU. Just had that winner yesterday on this, so hopefully today will be another winner, and QCOM both at the same time. So we're ready to go. We got our orders. We went into the calculator, figured out what the share size is that we needed, and we're ready to hit the button. And we were late on the button. That's what happens when you go and you double check everything in the trade log at the last second. All right, so here we are. Let's mark it up and get our stops in. So this stop is going to be 55.09. Speed bumping it. 280. 55.09. And then over here, we're going to speed bump it. 250. Enter. And then that stop was 146.36. All right, cool. So stops are in. Now I can mark it up and get my targets in. All right, there we go. So both trades are marked up, ready to go. We got our stops in, ready to speed bump. And yeah, we'll see how this thing plays out. TWOU, hopefully you're in compliance and you're going to do what you're supposed to do, which is go down right now. But we'll see. We'll see. All right, so QCOM has made it most of the way to the target, so we're going to go ahead and put these back to the share size we own, 125. And we're going to cancel this order here. Cancel 2. And then we're going to put our stop in at break even. Okay, because it's made it most of the way to the target. So stops in at break even. We might lose a couple dollars here. And then, yeah, we'll do this right now. So over here we have 140 shares. So we're going to put this back to normal right now just so we can save time. Okay, so that'll be standing by and waiting. And then as soon as this crosses 144.75 or gets in there, we'll move our stop. And see if we can give it a chance to run. This candle closes in about 45 seconds maybe. So it's a pretty big candle. We might see some retracement on it. We'll see. Doesn't have the box inside it, so it could just continue to drop. Okay, so now we're through to the target. So we're going to go ahead and, what's the spread? 73. We're looking for 75, so we're there. Let's go ahead and... All right, we'll put it in at 75, which is the target. So if we get stopped out, we get stopped out. If we get lucky, it'll drop. And if we're getting stopped out, at least it's profit. It's a little bit shy of our number. I didn't put the right number in the calculator, so we're a little shy of our goal. Now we're at our goal. 66 is our goal. So let's see if we can capture that. 64 is our goal. So if the ask gets to 64, and crosses through, I'll be looking to move my stop to 64 so I can get my goal of 100 if we get there. But if we get stopped out here, that's not too bad either. All right, cool. So we're out 87. I was hoping at least be in the 90s. So a little shy of the 100. That's what happens when you don't put the right spread into the calculator to spit out the right share size. And all good. So there we go. Got a green trade with QCOM there. So good thing I waited for that switch back because we've had so many of these on the switch be straight winners that I knew that we had a loser coming real soon. So I waited and it paid off. So now TWOU, hopefully you will do the same for us. TWOU, give me 120 or so I can have my $200 between the two of you guys. So why it's so important to hit that 100 goal if I put the right numbers in the calculator, which I didn't, is because now if this is a loser, this would pay for that loser and we'd have a wash in the day, or be really close to paying for the loser. This loser might be tiny. Although I'm going to speed bump it, so it could be a much bigger loser, but we'll see. But if I speed bump it and this paid for it, I only need to make a few dollars on the speed bump, and I'm in a green day. So yeah, we'll see how this rolls out. Okay, so TWOU just about hit the target there. So we're going to go ahead and move our stop to, we're going to cancel this. Cancel 2 orders, and then 154.32 roughly. We're going to put our stop to break even. 154. Oh, we got in. Yeah. Break even is up here. Still in the loser section, just a smaller loser section. Because it's break even on the algorithm, not where I got in. So, yeah. Yep. But this is pretty much a dead trade. I could take my trade off the table here and call it a day. Again, I didn't put the right numbers in the calculator. Just kind of winging it. So my share size is a little bit light for the target, but still pretty good. Downside is it's not good enough to pay for losers, but it'll pay for most of the loser. Oh, come on, don't pull back up. So we're basically, we're getting close to low of day here, so we could see some resistance showing up. Yeah, this is what I was hoping in QCOM. I could get a part of this, get a piece of that. But, I got my target. That's what matters. And then if we get lucky, we get lucky. And if we don't, we don't. All good. Always going to leave money on the table or give some back. I'd rather leave it on the table. So come on, TWOU. Let's go get down in there. Like I said, this is basically, it basically hit the target here. So I could have definitely closed this trade out. Part of me wants to just close it out and call it a day and get stuff done. I got some landscaping I got to get to. So, yep, it's tempting just to say, you know what? I'm just gonna take my 56 and be done. If this thing consolidates all day long, I don't want to. I'll probably get stopped out here for a small loss. Okay, so we see some resistance building up here. We're very close to the target. We're like pennies away. I'm very tempted. The only reason why we're not in the target right now is spread. So 54. I think if that spread tightened up a little, we get a little bit more of a drop. But yeah, I'm tempted that when it's down there like that, basically touching the target, to just bounce out of this trade. Call it a day. Take what I got. I hate to turn a green trade into a red trade. Greed is what's keeping me in this trade right now. A little bit of greed and wanting to have a full 100 to pay for losers going forward. So let's see if we can do it. I would expect the majority of resistance really to be down in this area here, but showing up right here. All right, so because this is basically a dead trade, we basically hit our target, and I got greedy. I'm not going to make it a red trade. So our spread is a few pennies. All right, so if we get up and we get that, then we'll just get out, break even on this trade, and it'll be a missed opportunity. And, it is what it is. You get greedy, and that's what happens sometimes. All right, so it looks like we're getting a second chance here at TWOU. So I'm going to be greedy again and wait for this to break through. Only reason why I say that is I'm looking at the rest of the indexes like the S&P 500, and they're on their way down. So going to give this a second, see what happens. Okay, so we're through. So 142 would be awesome to get that on the ask. That would lock in over $100 for the day. But we might just put our stop here in a second for 154. Our target was 154. So we hit our buy. We'll be good to go. So short. All right, I'm not going to get too greedy. Get it in the target. All right, nice. Let's go. Keep on going down. 144 would be awesome. 53.44. Come on. Spread's starting to open up a little bit. All right, we're at 44. If we can get below that and I can move my stop there, that would be sweet. All right, 44. I'm going to move my stop there now. All right, good deal. So we lock in a really nice trade on that. So greed paid off a little bit here. Some people would say patience, but really it pretty much hit this target here. So everything after that was greed. Unfortunately, it paid off, and at the same time, fortunately, it paid off. Because sometimes, you get greedy and you get rewarded. Then next time you get greedy and you get punished really hard. So hopefully I can be smart enough on the next trade and not be greedy and just take what the market gives me. But in the meantime, I'll definitely enjoy this trade. So part of me wants to just take it off right here. If I flatten this, I'll get a pretty good fill. And then we'll have an even 200 on the day, which would be nice. I think I'll get an even 200 either way, actually, if I stay right here. Okay, so I'm going to move my stop down a little bit to 40. So now we're definitely, I think, locking in solid 200 on the day. Pretty sweet. And then we get out. Let's check it. We just backed up. Maybe we're out. Maybe we'll get out. Come on, TWOU, keep on running. So I'm just gonna leave my stop here for now, and then we'll play this based on targets or candles. Unless this clears over 200, then we'll move our stop and grab that 200. Okay, so we're over 200 at the 65 marker because it's looking at the bid right now. So if we can get the ask down to 65 or 70, or yeah, that'd be awesome. But I think what I'm going to do here is 79 is that. So if we can get down below 79, I'm going to move my stop to 2R here. Breaking low of day here. So we'll see, are they just creating liquidity or are they going to sell off? This is a question. Okay, if we can get this ask down below 52.79, I'm going to move my stop there. But we'll see what happens. A lot of red candles. Got to have a green one sooner or later. Okay, so nice move down here. So we're going to go ahead and move this stop down to, where are you at? Where'd you go? Where did you go? So I'm actually going to move this down quite a bit. I'm going to trail this kind of tight now. 54. I don't want to get too greedy, but so I'm going to start trailing this pretty tight. And then we'll take our profit and be good to go. Done for the day. Get outside, do some landscaping. And call it a green day. Oh, the spread opened up here, so we jumped over the stop. So I might just hit flat and call it. I'm just going to get out. All right, there we go. So $249 on that trade. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. TWOU giving me back some of that money it took from me earlier. You know, that's how it is. You don't try to get it all back in one shot necessarily. Get it back a little at a time. I did get a little greedy today, and it did pay off pretty nicely. So, yeah, I'll take it. Let's put it in the log. Check it out. All right, so that's going to be my day. Let's go ahead and review. So here we are with TWOU on the switchback. So we had our switch up, switch back. I don't worry about permission on the switchback. This is a modified play that I found that works well with this ticker. And that's one thing with the Algo is, you know, I have the strategy that the Algo is designed for. And I trade that. But sometimes when you're looking at tickers and you look at them for a while, you're like, you know, if I actually went off of this, then I would have a bunch more trades in here, and then I can back test and then, you know, sim trade it and make sure it works and all of that. And then when it works, start trading it. So the Algo gives you something to trade against, so which is really, really nice. That's the biggest thing is like if you have something to trade against, it makes it a lot easier to avoid the two major downfalls in trading, which is subjective viewpoints and confirmation bias. So I don't have those because I'm trading off Algo, which makes it a lot easier. So anyway, TWOU, I got a really nice winner on it. I got greedy and I got rewarded for it, which is kind of bad. You know, it's like a winning trade, but it's kind of losing because I didn't have discipline. But, you know, kind of hit the target. I mean, it was enough to be a dead trade. So I probably should have just jumped out and called it. But fortunately, I stayed in. And now I wish, you know, I was even more greedy because look at this thing. Man, could have had another 100 and change on this. Just could have been a $400 day on this stock. Could have recovered almost all the losses I've ever had on this year. So anyway, all good. Take my money. We're always going to leave money on the table or give some back. Rather leave it on the table. Let's go to the next trade that we traded that you saw already, which was QCOM. So QCOM, again, I normally traded on the switch, which would have been right here. And then I speed bump it. So I would have still been green on the day because the speed bump would have got me green. But I waited because I had so many winners, I just couldn't see how there was another winner coming. Now, I didn't trade all those winners, but I track my tickers. Since I trade the same tickers, I track them every day. So I can look on the log and see what it's been doing. Like, wow, it's had, you know, 10 winners in a row, and it's never had more than 8. I'm going to wait on this one. If I haven't been trading in a while. Now, if I've been trading all those winners, I would have just kept trading today and just accepted the loser. Because a lot of times, you know, if I don't trade it, I miss out on winners, and then I skip one loser and I gave up 3 winners to skip a loser. Doesn't make sense, right? I could have made more money by just trading. So, but since it's been a long time, or if I haven't, you know, been on vacation, I haven't traded in weeks, I might come back and just wait for a winner to show up. This way I get off to a good start when I get back in. From a psychological standpoint, it just feels better. So anyway, here's QCOM. We got our switch. Did not happen, which worked out. And then I traded the switch back on it. which is also another way I've vetted QCOM, and it works on either one. So, and the switchback is what I traded, and it worked out really, really great. Yeah, we got out here, of course. Like, oh, you could have got out way down here. And I'll put that in the log. And, over the year, I'll track, if I'm always leaving money on the table, then I'll need to make some adjustments to try to capitalize on that. But anyway, there's QCOM. So let's go to the next trade, CVS. So CVS, I trade based on the simple switch strategy only to the short side. And I also traded on the switchback. So we had our switch here, and then we did have our switchback. But again, CVS has just had so many winners that I've not been a part of. So I'm going to go ahead and wait on this one to show me a loser before I jump into the switchback again. From a psychological standpoint, feels better. From a financial standpoint, might not be the smartest thing because I could be missing out on winners while I'm waiting for that loser to come. So, but that's what I'm doing. So I'm not trading this. And then we have NUG. So, and again, for those of you who might be your first time looking at this video, I trade the same tickers every day. So I try to show a recap so that you can see the algo working consistently over weeks, and you can see how it actually is doing. So rather than just showing you cherry pick days, which, sometimes I only show you 1 or 2 days in a week because I'm just not around to make these videos, but I try to give you as much as possible. So here we are with NUG. I only traded to the long side on the algo, and we didn't have a permission. We do have switches, but no permission, so no trading. And if you're not sure what my strategy is, over at the link below, over at the school, if you go over there, all my classes are free, and you can learn all about my strategies. You can learn about my risk management plans. You can learn about all that stuff for free. And then if you did choose to trade off an algo, you can purchase an algo if you want. But there's plenty of good information just on the risk management plans alone that might help you out with your trading. Okay, so that was NUG, no trade. And the last one is APPS. So I was just looking at something here with the tower candle setup, but no trades, as you can see over there. We had switches, but no permissions. I do trade this both directions, but no permissions happened. So anyway, so there we go. So that's the day. Let's go check out the log. Okay, so here we are in the log. So I entered in my QCOM, TWOU, short, the prices we entered in at, looking at 336 on the day, which is pretty sweet. My targets for QCOM was 80 cents and TWOU was 75 cents. So we got way more than a target on that, which is nice. A little less on QCOM because I got into both of these trades late, or this would have been even better on both of them. That's what happens when you blink right at the moment of you're supposed to click the button to get in. I put in my, what did I trade it on? The simple switch back. And then over here, I'll fill in what the max move was to the downside on both of these before it had a rally back up, so that I can kind of track that and see what's going on there. So up here, you can see 308. We're finally back in the green on the day trading account. Awesome. So dashboard, let's go check it out. So yesterday's video, you saw this was green because it was nice and green, and then I got stopped out of a swing trade. So we ended up taking a loss in that swing trade. So we ended up with a red day actually yesterday because of the swing trade. But that's one out of a group of swing trades I got going on, and my other swing trades are absolutely doing awesome. So I think I'm up like 18% in one, like 20% in the other one. We took like a 4% or 5% loss or something like that yesterday. So no big deal. And all the rest of the swings are looking really great. So except for GDX, that's still in the red. So if we close that today, that would be a red trade. But here we are on the 17th, 336 for the day. So if we come over here, swing trade log, I don't use this one. I'm using this one down here, account 1. So we're red in our swing trade account right now because of the trade we closed yesterday, 141. But like I said, once we close out these other ones that are way, way, way in the green, even if they pull back now, we're epic green right now. So that's going to look great when those finally close out. And then the futures market, I'm in short right now on the sniper strategy. So that's looking awesome. If I close that out right now, we'd be back in a nice green in the futures account. And then day trading account, finally back to the green. And hopefully we'll stay green the rest of the year now and just get this thing growing. What a rough start, bouncing around. It was a little bumpy ride at the beginning. Combined accounts, we're finally back in the green, 149, which is awesome. So if I go over to my scaling ladders, look at that. We got 3 bars back. Awesome. So that was way down here, and then we gave it all away on a couple bad days, and now we're back. So hopefully the scaling ladder. And again, if you're not sure about what all this stuff is you're looking at, if you go over on my channel and at the end of this video, there's a link on my building my strategy for the year, my trade plan for the year. And then you can see I talk about all this stuff in there. So anyway, yeah, so we got a few more to go and then we can scale up to 150. And then if you missed the video I talked about earlier, I've gotten more aggressive than what my trade plan called for. I'm feeling pretty good about it. So I'm going to go ahead and be a lot more aggressive. So once we can get all this green bars popped in there, I'm in the log does this automatically for me. And if you want a log like this, you can find it at the link below. There's a link to it. So this automatically fills in for me, letting me know when I can scale up my position. So right now we're in the 100 range. And then we're going to, man, if I would have did better on my calculator, I would have been, really, I might have been right here already. You know, if I would have stayed in those trades, I would be way down here. But what if, you know, that's trading is 2020, right? Trading is 2020. So anyway, so there we go. So there's a scaling ladder we're looking at right there. And yeah, so that's gonna do it for the day. All right, everybody, have an awesome day. We'll see you tomorrow. Friday I might trade, and then next week I'm probably not going to be able to trade. I'm going to try. I'm going to bring my one trading computer with me. I'm be traveling again, but my days are going to start like at 6 in the morning, and then I'm going to try to use my phone for Wi-Fi connection, for internet connection, and see if I can capture a couple of trades next week to have something to upload. If not, I won't be able to trade next week. But all right, everybody, have an awesome day.